Welcome to the Voice of the Caribbean. Today we will be talking about lending money to family or friends. A gentleman told me the other day that he lent $2,500 in US currency to a lady that was about to be evicted from her apartment. She was not working, she had 2 children, and he felt sorry for her. She told him that she would give him back the money when she gets her income tax return or when she starts working. Which he believed. She's working and doing well now, and she got back her income tax return, and it's been 2 years now. He had been trying to get this money back from her, and she refused to pay him back. He went to her house the other day to demand his $2,500, and she called the police on him. When the police came and he explained the situation to the police, they told him to go to the small claim court and file a lawsuit to get his money back. But here is a twist. He do not have a receipt, anything to prove that he lent her this $2,500. Do not lend family and friends your money, because you may regret lending them this money. A cousin of mine, he lent his friend, his male friend, $1,000. And when he was supposed to get that $1,000 back, that friend cursed him in the most dirtiest way and even threatened him. Lending money to people can break a friendship. People can become your enemies when you lend them your money and they don't want to pay it back. Do not lend what you cannot afford to lose. Do not lend what you cannot afford to lose. If you don't have the money that the person is asking for, it's better to give them what you have and tell them to get the rest somewhere else. Do not lend what you cannot afford. People are very nice when you are lending them your money, but when you want back that money, you will see their true colors. They have no intention, a lot of them, to pay you back. And when you demand your money, it becomes a problem, and they become your enemy a lot of times. 75% of the time, in my opinion, you will not get back that money from a family or a friend. You can kiss it goodbye. So do not lend what you cannot afford to lend. Count the costs. At this point, the gentleman told me he's just gonna cut his loss and move on, because if he take this woman to court for his $2,500, he have no proof that he loaned her this money. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Voice of the Caribbean. Imagine she was being evicted from her house, her apartment, and this man helped her to save her apartment so she would not be evicted. He took away that embarrassment and that shame and filled that need when he loaned her the $2,500. Now she's working and doing well, received her tax return, and he got nothing. Instead, what did she do? She called the police on him. If a friend or family member comes to me to borrow money, I am not going to lend them that money. I will give them the money if I can afford it. If not, I will give them what I have and tell them to get the rest somewhere else, because money can break up relationships. I have heard too many stories about people lending people their money and never get it back. You see it even in court cases on the television where people lend people their money and they have to take them to court to pay it back, because those people who get the money, they refuse to pay back the money. And you help them out in the first place, but they forget about you once you give them your money. You get a lot of excuses as to why they are not paying it back. If your friend or your family member comes to you to borrow money for a loan and you decided you are going to give it to them, make sure you get this in writing, that later on they cannot say it was a gift. Because a lot of people, after they get your money and you want it back, they will tell you or tell the court that this was a gift and not a loan if you do not have proof of lending this person your money. Whether they're a family or a friend, you need this in writing. You lend a friend your money, your hard-earned money, when they're in need, to help them out of whatever situation they are going through. And once they get back up on their feet, they totally forget about you. They don't want to hear the mention of money, as if it's their money. It is your money that you lend that person, but yet they refuse to give it back to you, as if they're doing you a favor for the money that you lend to them when they were in need. And this is not right. When lending people your money, friends, family members, your money, you have to consider and think, how is this person going to pay me back? Do they have a job? Do they have some source of income coming in? You got to find out before you go ahead and lend people your money. When lending money to your family or your friends, ask them, are you working? Do you have a job? How are you going to pay me back this money? What source of income do you have coming in so I can get my money back? You don't just take up your money and lend to family or friends. You should find these things out. If that person have stable income coming in. Because yes, people can fall on hard times, but you got to find out, should I just give this person the money if I can afford it? Or should I lend them? And if I lend them, where are you getting this money to give me back? Do you have some kind of income coming in? Count the costs. Can I lend my family member money or my friend without missing it? How is this going to affect me if I don't get this money back? How is it going to affect you if you don't get back this money from your family member or your friend that you helped in time of need with a promise that you would get it back X amount of time? So it's best to get it in writing with signatures and let them put a date that you both agree on as to when you will get this money back. If you don't put it in writing, you may regret lending this family member or this friend your hard-earned money. Viewers and subscribers, let us know in the comment section your thoughts and your comments. Would you lend a family member or a friend your money? Have you lent a family member or a friend your money and have not received it back? What was the outcome of you lending this friend or family member your money? Tune in next time to the Voice of the Caribbean. Peace.